What's up, guys? This is Ken and
Jack.
And I'm Kenya.
I'm Jackie. Sorry.
And we're on our way to South Carolina, so we decided to try YouTube. And we're going to vlog us riding up to YouTube. I hope this camera does not fall. I don't care. Okay, so let me see. We're trying to find some interesting topics to talk about. Oh. Okay. So this is what it said. I mean, on Google. It say, what is one thing you really like about everyone in the car? Well, it's on two of us.
Right. So we gonna say what we like about ourselves and what I like about you.
Oh no, okay, we can skip that. I
Okay.
found some more. It says, tell me one thing you'd like to learn to do.
I would like to learn how to draw freehand. Yeah. And paint, like where I don't have to trace it. I just want to be able to just like think of something in my head and draw it. And like envision it and then put it on paper.
That would be dope.
Yeah. What about you?
I was about to say nothing. What is one thing I would like to learn? I don't know how to even answer that question. I would like to learn to speak French or Spanish.
Really?
I would like to be fluent in a different language.
Girl, Spanish is not as easy as it seems.
I like I told Kamaria, learn it from other Spanish speaking people. Like that's the best way to learn, because you learn the way that it's really, the way that they really talk to each other. Where would you go on your dream vacation?
Brazil.
Oh, that's fire.
That I have always wanted to go to Brazil, and because I want to see I want to go to Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, it's like one place like on my bucket list that I want to go to.
Mine would be, I want to say Australia, because I love Australia.
Really, I want to go to Australia.
I love Australia.
Yeah.
I have loved Australia for
I like their accent,
but I never even thought about Brazil. Brazil would be nice too. Yes, so Australia. Okay, next question. Where would you, no, I already said that. Okay, if you could have any animal as a pet, what would you choose and why?
A horse.
Yes,
I would want a horse.
I agree.
Actually, I don't even want to say I want one. I'm gonna get a horse.
I agree.
And I'm gonna have horses.
I agree.
And
why would it be?
Because I just love horses. They're big and they're beautiful and they're just so majestic. I just love horses. I want my own. I've always wanted my own horse.
Thanks. I would want a horse because for me, horses is like the rain for me. They're like peaceful, and like from a hard day, if you know what you're doing with a horse, you get on the horse, you kind of ride around, and you just clear your mind and get a sense of peace, right? And they're like so self-soothing, like they help you self-soothe, in my opinion. So I definitely would agree with the horse. When has someone made you feel really special?
Honestly,
yes.
So when y'all did the Batman party for me,
oh really?
I really felt very special.
Aww.
Because I was just like, I'm just gonna stay in my bed for my birthday and I don't care. Like,
that's so crazy. You know what? If we do another vlog, we can do that as like a story time.
Yeah.
Of the surprise and how horrible she is to surprise. Because that was funny. But we'll do that as a story time. That would be fun. Okay. Oh, but this is for couples though. I mean, we can ask it as friends, but it's.
What's the question?
What is your favorite memory of our relationship so far?
My favorite memory. I don't know, because we got a lot of memories that I love. So I don't know. My favorite memory.
I have two that I can think of at the top of my head.
You go first, and then let me think.
Okay, one is it was pouring down raining, y'all. Not safe. But our asses was, we were so hungry. We went to Chipotle in the pouring freaking rain. And if I figure this whole YouTube thing out, I can insert the clip of when we were like, we going to Chipotle, pouring rain and all. We was going to Chipotle because we love Chipotle. And another one, I don't know why I always think of this. That's why I said something about it earlier, and lo and behold, it rained. Queen Naija, Medicine. And we were, I don't know if we riding on the highway or whatever, but like we both were in like an emotional state, and it was raining, and like we were on the way to our apartment, and this is like when we like first moved in, but it was like such a calming feeling. Like we was sad, but like we was also happy because we were in our place, whatever. But yeah, that was another memory.
Favorite memory. I don't know. We got a lot of memories. One of my favorite memories is when the hurricane. What hurricane was it? Oh, do not do the story time on that.
What hurricane was it?
What hurricane?
We're too worried about the flood.
Yes.
No!
Oh my gosh, that was
not the flood.
Hilarious. That was a favorite moment of mine. Another favorite moment I would have to say is when we were leaving. Well, actually, that whole night when we went to, I think it was Sharia. We went to Sharia People House, but it was Nations when you cursed Will out.
Oh yeah.
That was a favorite moment of mine because I love that. I was like, oh, my feelings.
Oh, and that was an embarrassing moment for me.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't like cussing people out when I'm not in my right state. Like when I get drunk, I have no problem cussing you. Like I have no problem cussing you out sober, but I have definitely had no problem cussing you out when I'm drunk. So like I be feeling bad because half of the time I don't even remember why I cuss people out. That particular night though, I do remember. So I wasn't that drunk because I was like, bro, you trying to play two sides and I ain't feeling it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna address the elephant in the room.
Right.
But yeah. I wish I wouldn't dang on lock my other phone because I could go live with this. I'm so mad. Oh, you can go live too. Oh, but you using your phone, GPS. And then I'm using this one for the what's the name? Okay. What's your secret sexual fantasy?
Secret sexual fantasy. As far as like.
What is something you fantasize about doing secretly in a sexual way?
Tiny. Yeah.
Really? Oh.
I like to tie man up and just to see his reactions as to what I'm doing to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then blindfold him too.
That's fine. But men are so
right.
They don't want to participate. But my secret fantasy is, which is so cliche.
This shit about to be crazy, I'm telling you. Yes.
It's so what?
Your fantasy is about to be wild.
It's really not. It's cliche and it's so boring. Because anything that anyway. So my fantasy honestly is like to have sex in the rain.
Oh,
I don't care like where it's at. I really prefer to be outside. And it sounds so ratchet but classy, but I always wanted to be on like top of the car and it's raining and we're just having sex. That sounds really weird, but that's my fantasy.
My fantasy is something that she likes to do.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Mine is cliche. Because you know why? Because your fantasy is stuff that I'd be tempted to try. Or I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll tie a dude up or I'll let a guy tie me up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, like, I really have never, like, publicly where people can see me I've never done anything. So yeah, but you can always try that, girl. You just gotta find a man who is receptive to being tied up.
Right.
Okay. Oh. Do you feel like you're living a meaningful life?
I do. I feel like I am coming into my purpose. I know what I want to do. I know what I want to achieve. And I feel like because it's such an attack on children, it's my duty to protect them. And so, even if I never have my own kids, you know what I'm saying? It's my duty to protect these children, because who else gonna do it?
Right.
Because there's so much stuff going on in this world, and children are dying, and every day I see something.
Right.
And so it's just like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing it.
Right.
And so I just feel like my purpose on this earth is to protect our babies.
Right.
So yeah.
I agree. Do I feel like I'm living a meaningful life? I feel like I exist. I don't feel like I'm living. So when you say meaningful, for me, I don't think I'm living a meaningful life. I'm here. I'm blessed to be here. So I feel I do things to make me happy at times. But do I feel like I'm living a meaningful life? No. Because there's a lot of stuff that I feel I need to do, I wish to do, and I want to do. So, yeah, that's it.
But, so, you don't feel like you're living a meaningful life yet. You're not living one. You're not living it yet, because
They said, do you feel like you're living one? I said no.
Okay, but yet, I know. Oh my goodness, Lord. Lord protect us.
Y'all, it is like, I think y'all might can see it through the window, but it is like rain. Skydiving or bungee jumping?
Neither. Not even.
You gotta choose, Jack.
It's not gonna happen.
You gotta choose.
I'm not choosing, because I'm not doing neither one. So it's never gonna happen.
If I had to choose,
this is actually really keeping me calm that we're doing this, because I'm focusing, but because you know how afraid I am of driving in the rain.
You gotta talk to me. Oh, no. Okay. I would. What's bungee jumping again?
When you got something, a cord.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I thought so. Okay, skydiving.
Skydiving, you don't have nothing to see.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. You gotta pull a little thing and it holds.
Oh, okay, and those malfunction too.
Yeah, but bungee jumping is worse, because I'm a thick girl. That's not.
No. Really?
No.
I'm pretty sure thick people have bungee jumping.
I'm pretty sure they have, and I've seen a lot of people who tried to dive and they motherfucking rope pop. I think not.
No.
Would you rather take a vow of celibacy or a vow of silence? Oh, that is a good question. I wish we was going live right here.
Well.
That is a good question.
Cause baby, listen, I don't know. That's a good one.
Celibacy?
Can I do like
No, because I let you skip the last question. So
now
you gotta choose. No, ain't no listen.
You ain't listening to what I'm saying.
Listen,
Can I
Linda.
do like a vow
No,
of
Linda.
silence
No,
for
Linda.
6 months and a vow of
No,
celibacy for 6 months?
Linda. Listen, Linda. You gotta choose one or the other. So choose. No, you can't vow. No, you know what the question was. Either you celibate, no sex, or you silent. You don't talk. So which one is gonna be?
About celibacy. I
Really?
can't not talk, yeah. I feel like, how am I gonna teach kids if I can't talk?
True. I'm gonna buy silence.
Silence?
Because sometimes Because life, regardless of the fact, life is all about action anyways. It's not about words. Because words are always overshadowing what the truth is. Because a lot of people speak a lot, but they don't really mean a lot.
Right.
So, and sometimes, like, if we really do this YouTube thing, y'all see I talk. So sometimes it's okay for me to be silent. What is the first you would buy if you won the lotto?
The first thing I would buy?
Yes.
I would buy. The first thing I would buy is probably myself a house. That would be the first thing. Like, I would actually buy houses for, like, y'all, for my grandma and them, for my mom and them. Like, I want to buy. No, I'm lying. The first thing I would buy if I win the lottery is some land. A whole bunch of land.
Because that's what I was gonna say.
And I would build houses for everybody.
I was gonna say land because once you got your own land, it ain't really much you can do.
And it's not even that expensive.
I would buy land or I would buy stock.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that I'm forever okay. Let me see. If you had to write a book, what would be the topic?
If I had to write a book, what would be the topic? And you know what's so funny, that question? I was really thinking, I kind of want to do a children's book.
Okay.
But I'm not sure what I want to do it about yet. But I want to do a children's book more on maybe self-esteem.
Okay.
And so yeah, that's what I don't know. That's what my topic would be. Self-esteem, for a children's book about self-esteem with children and how to get through it.
Some good questions.
Mm-hmm.
We need to have people about this book thing. You should read the rest of it. Okay. If I had to write a book, and what would the topic be? Topic would be. The topic would be. Strength. That would be the topic, is strength, because in life you have to have strength. Mm-hmm. And I think strength is one of those things that is not, I don't want to say promoted, but it's not talked about enough. Mm-hmm. And I think the topic of strength would be talked about more in households and just in general. I think a lot of people would be stronger and they would be able to feel that they could overcome a lot more, especially realizing that a lot of people have more in common than you think. Mm-hmm. And it's all because of strength and sometimes not having enough strength. And sometimes you gotta find people in your corner that has that strength that you're missing, and y'all kind of combined it and, be a force to reckon with. This is kind of like the same other question. If you live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Live?
Yeah.
Bora Bora.
You know what? I just found out about Bora Bora. Bora Bora is nice.
It's so beautiful.
I say Maldives.
Yeah. Or
Maldives?
there, yes.
Maldives is nice too.
Yeah. I would live on a beach somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, here's the question that I think is really good. I wish we were really going live so we could watch this. But anyway, what is the one thing that scares you about getting older?
Wow.
Right. These are some really good questions.
That's a great question. That scares me about getting older?
Yes.
That I won't have a family.
Oh wow. That's deep. That's really me. And you know what? With me working at a senior home, you realize how important it is to have family. When you get older.
I won't have my own family. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
Not
saying?
I won't have family,
No,
but I won't have
get what you're saying.
my own
Because
family.
some of them don't have children or they weren't married. So they literally are dying alone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Me about getting older. It's crazy because that is one thing, but I don't think that scares me as much as.
What do you mean?
You want to pull over?
I don't know yet.
You gotta do this for your instant safety. Because I can't see shit on my end. Just go slow, steady.
That's what I'm doing.
Not okay. So mine is like a two thing. So mine is not remembering what makes me me and what makes me happy, or being the type of older person who remembers things that make me happy, but not being allowed to do them because I'm older. That's what scares me because, like, when you work with older people, you kind of learn things, and we had to do this thing where we put on goggles. And like it was like a loud noise. Yeah, it was like a loud noise. And we couldn't understand nothing. Like the words on the wall were just mumbo jumbo to them. And like when you wanted to go outside, you wanted to do all these things, but you couldn't do none of it because you're older and like you don't do what you used to do the way that you used to do it. So it drives you mentally crazy. So that was scary. Not being able to be with the people too that I want to, be around. What did you want to be when you were a kid?
What did I wanted to be when I grew up?
As a kid, what did you want to be?
A singer.
Really? Girl, that's the thing I be singing in my head.
Listen, I can't sing a lick.
I can't sing
I can hold
lick.
a tune, but that's about it.
Can't sing a lick. A pediatrician.
Really?
I wanted to be a pediatrician for the longest. What does your dream house look like?
My dream house, I actually don't even want like a mansion or a huge house. I want like a nice family-sized house with like 5 rooms, but it don't look like it got 5 rooms. But it got 5 rooms, a basement. I want a wraparound porch with rocking chairs on them. I wouldn't mind having a pool, I guess. Okay. I'm like on the fence about that, so I don't know. But I definitely want a place where it's like a bonfire pit and just a nice place. I would have my own like what's it called? What's a woman? It's not a woman cave. What's it called? My she shed. You remember that commercial?
Girl, I forgot what they call it for the women.
But that's what I would want. And then, if I'm married, my husband will have his little space. The kids will have their space and
the playroom.
Right.
I just can't remember what it is for the women. That's crazy.
I can't remember what it's called.
What was the question? I'm extra, so mine is gonna have to definitely be extra. I don't want a house that has like 10 rooms because I am a little scared of a big house because I just feel like when you in a house by yourself and it's too big, you hear noises that ain't really there. Like
that's why I
don't want nothing extremely big, but I do want something big to kind of see the the progress and the everything that I've kind of accomplished. But I do want it to be really feng shui and fancy looking, something nice but subtle. Oh, these are so bomb questions, girl.
That
we got
brain is going to Charlotte.
Yeah, it definitely is. These are questions we definitely gotta ask, like if we have like girls' night or something. But this one says, and you gotta be honest. Okay?
Oh my God.
You ready?
Okay.
What is something that I do that annoys you?
Something that you do that annoys me?
Yep. And don't lie.
I'm not. When you're feeling a sort of way, like when you're having your moment, and you don't talk to me about it, and I know like I know like if you come in the house and you just I know something is wrong, but then you won't tell me. Right. But then, you know, eventually you tell me, right. But you don't, at the moment you won't tell me or whatever. You're like, I'm good, you know, whatever. And then you just go in your room or whatever. That annoys me because I want you to be able to talk to me. Like, for me, like when you told me, you know what I'm saying? When you told me that you think I'm sneaky or whatever, that really was like, really? And so it's like, maybe I should open up more to you and tell y'all more. You know what I'm saying? Because I would keep a lot of stuff to myself. Like, I don't know, because sometimes I would keep stuff to myself. Like, if I start talking to somebody again or whatever, I wouldn't tell you because I'm like, damn, King gonna be mad at me or King gonna be disappointed in me.
Girl, I can't judge nobody.
But no, it's not that because
I
take your advice and I take your, what's it called? I take your opinion. Yeah, I respect your opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what it is. What about me?
What annoys me? I was gonna say tape, but it really don't annoy me. I just don't like when they stick to my shoes. It don't really annoy me. It just, I don't know the word to use. When you, like, we have our talks, right? Mm-hmm. And I know when you really like somebody. Mm-hmm. And it kind of like, not upsets me, but it'd be like, no, Jackie, no. Mm-hmm. When you like love so fast. Mm-hmm. Because I know the type of person you are. Mm-hmm. And I know the type of people you get interested in. And I don't want to be that friend that be like, girl, he ain't shit. But I do want to be that friend that be like, girl, he ain't shit. Mm-hmm. But I just let you live. You know what I'm saying? But it be like, no, Jackie, that's not the one. You want him to be, but that ain't the one. Like,
But you know what?
I can kind of see it before it happens. Mm-hmm. But I just be like, I'm going to let her see it on her own. But it just be one of those, you know, everybody love differently. Right. But I know how you are. You be like, ready. And I was like, no, not yet, Jackie. Hold back.
But you know what? And you know what? Because that's not the first time you said that to me. So with that, it's like after, you know, the person I was with this year, you know what I'm talking about? I don't know. I just had a new light, I guess. Like, who I've dealt with, maybe one I like really liked, and it was Aries, and so you know what I'm saying. But everybody else, like Pisces, they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, you know, other people or whatever. I just don't be here for their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the Aries or whatever. We probably need to cut this part out. But even with the Aries or whatever. Even with the Aries or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I really liked him. And more so because I have Aries around me. You, my best friend, my grandma Aries, my uncle, my great grandmother's in Aries. My uncle, you know what I'm saying? So, and the fact that, you know what I'm saying, y'all get tough love. You know what I'm saying? I feel like being your friend, you made me tougher. So it's like, because I was very timid. And like with a post that Jasmine made or whatever, when she was up there, when she posted afterwards or whatever and was just like, you know, thanks for the tough love or whatever. I'm like, like, because I was really not here for her shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of hearing people play the victim. I'm tired of hearing people complaining. You know what I'm saying? There's too much shit going on and there's too much stuff going on for you to be sitting up here complaining about something stupid when you just need to grow up. Like, grow up. It's time to grow up. If you over the age of 30, baby, it's time to grow up. Like, time that you need to get it together, put your pride to the side, and grow up. And I just feel like that with everybody. And then now, with me, I'm on. It's just like I don't want negativity around me. It's just like I've had it around me my whole life.
Right.
To where, you know, my dad wasn't in my life, so that was a negative thing.
Right.
And I looked at it as a negative thing. I felt negatively about it. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, and that, you know, made my whole life really. You know what I'm saying? And so, whereas now, you know what I'm saying, if I feel like we not vibing, and I feel like your energy is just off, and we not gonna be, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't even need it around me. I'm straight.
Right.
Because I'm trying not to go back, or I'm trying not to be that person who, you know, cause I'm not gonna be that. I don't want to be that person who, because who I am now, I'm not gonna keep talking to you. I'm gonna hit you. So it's just like, I'm just not even gonna do it. So, because I don't have time or the patience for what you got going on. I got too much other stuff to do, and I just don't got time for it. For the people that love me and the people I love, that's who I got time for. And so, that's just what it is. Oh, thank the Lord, it stopped raining a little bit.
I think this talk is working. How quickly do you jump to conclusions about people?
How quickly do I jump to conclusions?
These are some good ass questions.
These are. Where are you getting these from?
Google, girl. Just type in topics.
What was the question again?
How quickly do you jump to conclusions about people?
Depending on their vibe. Not too quickly, I guess. Like, I don't know if I jump to conclusions quickly about people or not. I don't.
I think I do.
I give people a chance. Yeah. I try to give everybody a chance and to show me that
you're more of the free spirited one. So you always like try to give people the benefit of the doubt when you first meet them. Like it's like,
you look at them and you be like,
I'm Jackie. Remember I told you, I'm Jackie.
I do not sound like that.
But that's how that, like when you meet people, that do be how you be. So I've never seen you do it. Like jump. Like I think I may have seen you be like, something about this person ain't right. But that's very slim when you do that. So no.
And then if I do it firsthand, that means there's something not right about that person.
Yeah. And usually we be on the same way.
Yeah.
I be like, I ain't feel that shit either.
Right.
Yeah, me of course I do. Like one wrong move, bro, and I'm like,
you typically are right about the people though.
Sometimes.
Most of the time you are.
I be dead ass wrong, and I be like, damn, I just knew. But I can't ask this question. I could, but I have to switch it up. It says, where outside of, but it says our, because it's supposed to be couples edition. Where outside of your spots would you like to have sex?
Outside of my spots?
Yeah, it's couples. So the original question is, where outside of our spots would you like to have sex? Like
where the spots where you have sex normally?
Yeah.
Where would I like to have it?
Where you normally have sex, where would you
where
like
would
to
I
have
like to?
Yes.
Well, a couple places.
Okay.
So, I would definitely like to have sex underneath the stars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like in the back of a truck or like a truck bed. You know, just like a nice date type of thing.
Yeah.
I would like to do that. In a pool.
Okay. That's possible.
This is so, oh my God, but in a public place, in the bathroom. I feel like
spontaneous.
Just in the moment, I would definitely like to do that. Yeah.
And it's so much fun. Unfortunately.
We definitely need to ask these questions during girls' night.
Mine was at a place I don't want to name. But mine would be at the Overlook.
Really?
Yes.
I do too.
I would like to have sex at the Overlook. I've always wanted to have sex in like a person's bed.
A person?
That's not my bed. Like,
a person?
I never had sex in my mom's bed. So like it be her bed. Like when I say persons, I mean like that. Like if I wasn't so
like
scared of my mom and daddy, then I'd be like bring their beds. But if I get caught, I'm dead. So
right.
But yeah. If you could win a lifetime supply of anything, what would it be?
Money.
That part.
Money. That's about it.
That's part. I thought you was gonna say something else.
What you thought saying?
No. That is horrible. No, I thought you was gonna say something else that I
shit. Money get that.
I'm gonna get that.
Money will get that. So I gotta worry about that. That's why I said money.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how strict were your parents?
Shit, 10. Nah, she wasn't that strict. Nah, she was like, my mom was like I said 8.
8? 8?
8.
Really?
She gave a little bit of leeway, but not a lot.
Mine was, I'm not even gonna cap, mine was like a 5.
Really?
Yeah, because from what I hear about other people's parents, my mama wasn't like that. And my daddy damn sure wasn't like that. So, like, my daddy is like, I don't know how to describe him, but he wasn't strict. And my mama wasn't strict either because she had other shit going on. So, she did. She had shit going on. So, she wasn't really strict, but she did beat the hell out of us if we got wrong. Like, if that makes sense. Like, if we was acting up in school, or if, not if we got in a fight. My mama was, let me know if y'all parents said this. If we ever got in a fight, my mama wouldn't whoop us, but it'll be one of them comments, you better not get beat up, because if you get beat up and you come back home, I'm going to beat your ass and make you go back out there and fight again. That was my mother. What makes you feel most empowered?
What makes me feel most empowered? Okay, so I can't
answer all these questions. It's like 50 my questions.
Girl, we got time. We got to drop back.
Charge, you got time?
Charge your phone.
Okay.
You're not in my car. You can charge your phone here.
No, I didn't bring my charger. You bring yours?
You can hook it up to this.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me see. Give me 91.
Okay.
What you want?
On that phone, I don't know.
Oh, okay. What makes me feel most empowered?
Yeah, what accomplishment are you most proud of?
I thought you said empowered.
Oh shit, I done went past it. Yes, that was the one before.
What was the question?
What makes you feel most empowered?
What makes me feel most empowered is when I see the kids that I have come across in my classroom, and to see them who they are growing into be, and to think that I had a what's it called? Like I had a helping in molding them into who they're becoming. So when I see like the kids that I used to teach at Smart Kids or whatever, like to see them now, you know, it's just like, oh, get big, like, oh my goodness, like, and I had a place in that. And then if they remember me, like,
makes you feel it.
Yeah, it makes me feel like yesterday, Maya, or one of the little boys in the twos or whatever, he said my name yesterday, and he don't even talk like that, but he said my name, and I was like, oh, he know my name, and I wasn't even his teacher in there that long before I came and moved up to the threes. And so I was like, oh. And then Maya, when they say my name, like Miss Jackie, and because I was their teacher, I had them as infants, and they're 2 now, so they're starting to talk and stuff like that, and they know my name. I just think that's so cool.
That's awesome.
that, you know, I'm seeing them evolve into talking and they saying my name and they love me and they, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's
kids bring you so much light.
Yeah.
What makes me feel most empowered?
I'm like, so what you eating? I forgot I had them chips back there.
I just wanted something sweet. Leading things. Whenever I can be a leader, I definitely feel empowered. Because I feel like that's one of my strong suits.
Yes.
I am a leader by nature, and it's not to boast or brag, but I feel like I'm a leader by nature. I never really did good with following people, so I'm a leader by nature. That's just that's usually why I'm by myself.
Like your family, even us, like, you know, your friends and stuff, we all come to you for your advice because you're gonna give us the real deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like whether we gonna like it or not, you're gonna give it to us and tell us the truth about it. You know what I'm saying? And if we didn't value your opinion, then we wouldn't come to you. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so if you ever feel like, you know, nobody appreciates you or anything like that, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Look at it as everybody always comes to you for something, no matter what. It could be little, like, oh, you think this look good, you know, or well, how this look, you know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna, oh my God, you're gonna give the real deal.
That shit was up bad.
Yes, it did.
But you know, Jackie, I feel appreciated by like you and Morgan.
I just want y'all to know, like, I really, like, I have friends, you know what I'm saying, or people I consider my friends or whatever, but never anybody who really was close to me like that, to where they wanted to get to know me and they know me, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know me like my family know me. And so it's just like, and you know, both of y'all have helped me.
I was about to say something really funny to
what
you said. I was going to say, like, how me and Morgan know when you say, I want to be drunk like that for my birthday. Like, oh, you want to be asleep? Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Jackie's a sleeper, but she be ready to be so turned up, but as soon as the turn up start, y'all want to.
And I'm going to go to sleep when I'm sleeping. I'm going to go to sleep. That's one thing about me. You know how people say, people be like, well, you know, you can sleep when you're dead. Baby, no, because I'm going to sleep. Okay? I'm going to sleep.
I'm tired.
Right.
What accomplishment are you most proud of? Did I just ask the question?
No. We was on the empowerment question. What accomplishment am I most proud of when
these questions is dope. I don't know who did these, but they are dope.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in school right now, so I think I feel a little accomplished about that. Like, I would say my high school diploma, but that was like over 15 years ago. So, no, that's a lie.
I was about to say, goddamn.
That was over like 11?
Yes.
It's been 11 years. 11
I was about to say, shout out to you. 15. And you said, what was yours again? What was your accomplishment?
Then I'm in school and
your biggest
you know, my biggest accomplishment is getting promoted.
Your biggest accomplishment, in my opinion, I think that I'm really proud of you of. First off, it's a couple that I can name for you though.
Really?
Yeah. I just be in a bag. You know, I don't really say much, but I be watching. I feel like your biggest accomplishment, I named 3.
Okay.
You get your certification. Now you're a lead teacher. You no longer have to explain why you feel like you should be the lead teacher or when you're the most slept on for doing what lead teachers do. Now you are the lead teacher. That's one, because bitch, I would have gave up, but you did it. 2, you trying to get a connection with your brother. I think that was dope. And being able to stand up and do your little I was finna call it the senior exit, child.
Your
presentation.
Yeah, my presentation.
I think those
that
are
was
some
a
good
big
accomplishments.
accomplishment. Yeah,
I don't think
'cause
those
was
are
so
accomplishments because people look at small stuff like that as not accomplishment, but
Yeah.
it takes a lot to do things, especially involving school chapters. Lord, what is my biggest accomplishment? I'm not gonna go into detail on my past, but I will say stabilizing myself and
I'm
keeping
crazy.
myself afloat.
He did not put on a signal
at all. They pulled the fuck over. They said it is raining too hard. Keeping myself afloat and just progressing. Even when I want to give up, I still find reasons to fight through it, and that is one of my biggest accomplishments. And
I got another one that I just thought about.
I think that's the biggest one I can think of right now. But I'm pretty sure it's something else.
So yeah, my biggest accomplishment, I think the biggest that I'm most appreciative of is getting our own apartment and, you know, having a car and, you know what I'm saying? Like, just being stable for the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I was really afraid to be on my own. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been with my mama for so long. So I'm not gonna say I ain't gonna say I was afraid, but I just like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. But looking at it now, cause like recently I got insurance and I just was like, I'm just an adult now. Like, once you get insurance, you're a real goddamn adult, okay? So I'm just like, I have health insurance.
You're making adult decisions.
So I'm an adult, I have life insurance. Like, you're an adult
and
now.
listen, life insurance is very important.
Get life insurance. It's only $2.12 a month. That's it.
Job.
Whatever. It's not over $10.
Mine is $1.50.
There you go. See, I think mine is $2.12.
Let me see. What is your number one goal for the next 5 years?
To open up my own either daycare or I don't want to say maybe a community center, because I don't want it to just be, I really like, nothing against infants, really nothing, but I just don't want, when I start my own, I want to start with kids, and I want to start at an age like 3 and up, because I feel like they need it the most, whereas with infants, toddlers, and 2s, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot. That's a lot. It's a whole lot. It's stressful sometimes, you know what I'm saying, because it's like you got to make sure every kid is okay, because they're exploring and they're screaming, figuring out their voices and stuff like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just different stuff. And then parents are very particular about children when they're that small, you know what I'm saying? So it's like to not have that responsibility and be responsible for 3 and up their education, you know what I'm saying? That's where I want to. So it would probably more so be a community center for children to come to feel safe, to learn, to have fun, and just enjoy their childhood, because I feel like nowadays kids don't really enjoy their childhood like some of us did. You know what I'm saying? Like where we went outside and played, or we did, you know, different stuff or whatever, played manhunt or played hide and seek or, you know, dodgeball or whatever. I can remember.
They don't know about the outdoors.
Right. I can remember my grandmother used to live in this cul-de-sac on Freedom, right? And when I say all of us, like all the neighborhood kids, and we used to be over there all the time because my mom worked, so we used to all be in the cul-de-sac, and we would either be playing baseball or we would be playing dodgeball. We would be doing something outside, having fun, you know what I'm saying? And then in the backyard, she had a huge backyard, so like the way it was is like it was like her deck or whatever, and then you go down and it's a little bit of a thing like a backyard, and then it go down into a hill, and in the back it was a creek. And then right over here, it was like a whole bunch of trees. So she had like a tire swing. And we used to swing on that shit and fall at the bottom and run back up and do that
on a
again.
movie, but I can't think of what movie that was. But they was falling into like the lake.
No, it wasn't a lake. It was just a whole bunch of leaves.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it was kind of like how you saying that was.
But you know what I'm saying? Kids just don't enjoy it. They be on their tablets and all of that now. They watch other kids play. So like, I would want to open my own community center and just have my own. Because once I leave this job that I'm at now, I'm not going to work for nobody else. I'm going to have my own. Right. I don't want to work for nobody else. I want to have my own stuff, and I want to say this is mine, because I feel like it's just time. I have too good of a relationship with the kids. I have too good of a relationship with parents to not try to open my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Because